Hey y'all, it's your girl Breezy, and you know I love to run my mouth. We were stunned. I'm saying we, as in the social media world, was stunned last night when the story dropped about Halle Bailey being granted a restraining order against DDG. And when I saw that, I said, yeah. But before we get into it, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can always be notified when I come to run my mouth. Be sure to put your comments down below. Make sure you like. Make sure you share it with somebody who might want to get into this little juicy juice. All right. So I'm scrolling Instagram, and on the Shade Room, I come across that post. Halle Bailey granted restraining order after accusing DDG of abuse. Rapper required to stop posting and streaming about her and their child. So I'm going to read this is from the Shade Room. So a judge has granted Halle Bailey a restraining order after she claimed she was abused by DDG, the father of her son. In documents obtained by TMZ, Halle claims that things became physical in January when DDG came over to pick up their son, Halo. She reportedly tried to start a conversation about a visitation schedule. While buckling up their child in his car seat, she claims DDG became agitated and said, "Get out of my car, B." That caused their baby to cry, and she grew concerned about him leaving with their son in an agitated manner. The two allegedly started to wrestle, leading DDG to allegedly pull her hair, slam her face on his steering wheel, causing her to chip her tooth. She detailed that she was in pain and crying, but remained in the car as they rode over to DDG's home. Once there, she told his family members what happened. TMZ obtained the images attached to the documents showing the alleged marks on her arm and chipped tooth. Another incident mentioned in the documents took place back in March when she claims DDG entered her home without her permission, entered her bedroom, and texted her a picture of her empty bed. He reportedly said, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." She interpreted his message as an accusation of being intimate with other people. DDG is also accused of being verbally abusive and smashing her Ring camera after he became upset after she told him she and Halo were sick and she didn't want Halo to leave home. A judge has granted Halle a domestic violence restraining order requiring DDG to stay 100 yards away. She was also granted permission to take their son to Italy as she shoots a new film for 2 months. DDG has to stop posting and streaming about her and their child. And remember, I did that video back about when she was sick and he was all up in arms about, oh, he just want to see his son. He's sick. I want to hold him and put him in some steam, which is like I said then, his mama could do. You can support from the sidelines. This is what happens when you are in a co-parenting situation. You don't get all of the things you want. And you could tell, I'm not saying that you could tell he's an abuser, but you could tell that he, outside of giving her a rough time online, that he give her a rough time in person. If you'll come on and harass me online and dig at me online and do little things, because see, what we don't be knowing, and this is just in life, period. When you have two people who have a contentious relationship, or there are things that have gone on in their relationship that they don't necessarily all the time share. When things are done online, sometimes we don't see the certain pieces of those things being a dig or being something underhanded to that person. Only that person knows. So when DDG does certain stuff online, we might not look at every piece of it as him harassing her or him bothering her, but she does, because they know the ins and outs of that relationship. And good for her for keeping it quiet. I'm not responding to you online. I'm not posting nothing on my IG, on my snaps, on my nothing. I'm gonna let you find out the way it should be. See, I remember a lot of people were telling DDG, you doing all this complaining about I want to see my son. I want to see my son. Take your ass to court and get custody. Take your ass to court and work that out, what y'all supposed to work out. But no, you want to come and stream it. You want to make dollars off of it. You're not concerned about you want to see your son. You want it looks good. It's what they call, it's clip farming. Because you get on there and you can talk about her and people are like, oh yeah, the bad baby mama, the bad baby mama, the bitter baby mama. All the time, you're harassing this girl. You're giving her the blues behind the scenes. And I can tell you, as aggravating as he is online when he talk about it, I'm sure he just as aggravating to her or worse behind the scenes. Now, what aggravates me even more is that his mama, now, I know that, because I watch a lot of clips come on my social media because I love to see Lil Halo. I love his little face. I love his expressions. I love to see him with his daddy because you could tell that boy loves his papa. He loves his daddy. And I know that I'm speaking for Haley like I know her. I know she loved the fact that her baby loved his daddy, but it's like, Negro, leave me alone. Leave me alone. And no, I feel her. You're not finna holler at me and cuss me out. My baby crying, seeing this go on, and you finna drive off with him. No. No, absolutely not. Mama Bell activated. I like how she moved in silence, and then he found out on stream. This can't be real. Although he could be clip farming us in that sense too. And that is the other thing. People be like, oh, I've watched DDG on his YouTube. I know his character. No, not. I would disagree. I would think you know what he's presented to you, because I see some of the things that he does and I'm like, it makes me question his character. I don't question his love for his son. I don't question that he is a good father to Halo. That I don't question. Certain things about his personality as a man, I side-eye based on what he does online. And I'm sure, because I never watched his YouTube, I just see clips of his streams. I see clips when he's with Halo. And when he's doing certain clips we see on the Shade Room and all that. And yes, it's only 30 minutes, but you can get an idea for a personality. 30 minutes, 30 seconds, or a minute, whatever. I can give you a side-eye when you coming on here telling me that your baby is sick and that, I just want to see him and his mom wouldn't let me see him, and you're making a big deal out of it. When we know you're not giving us the whole story. Secondly, who's letting a sick baby out of the house? Thirdly, I don't deal with you. No, I don't want you in my house over here. I could just be in the living room. I don't want you in my living room, bruh. And the fact that he, in his mind, thought that is what should have happened, that let me know he was giving her the blues behind the scenes. So bump all that YouTube stuff. Again, he could be a good person in certain areas, but to her, a horrible man. And I think that seeing the comments under the post is disgusting to see how people were attacking her. And then somebody in the comments said it best. Y'all always are saying, why don't victims speak up? Why don't victims speak up? And then when they speak up, this is how you all treat them. You don't believe them. You accuse them of doing it. Then this other streamer who, he is questionable too, because him and E. Kane had that thing in Target where he was talking crazy to the girl, and her brother was like, hey, don't talk to my sister like that. That the Shay boy, he's questionable too, as far as like I side-eye you as a man and how you act. He gonna get on there, and I didn't even listen to the whole post. I just seen on the outside, the caption piece that Haley put her hands on DDG too all the time, and that she's in the Illuminati. Let me go and look at that post while we talking, because he had just really aggravated my spirit when I just seen the caption of it all, because it's like, boy, hush. You need the hush list too, because we're not trying to hear that. We are not trying to hear that. Mind your business. This is about this girl, her safety. As a man, don't come up here speaking on that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everything does not need you to rescue or for you to add comment to so you could. DDG don't need backup. As much as DDG get on this online streaming and talking and this and that, he don't need backup. Mind y'all's business. Mind your business. Then DDG mama talking about, I think I've been quiet too long. Yeah, you've been quiet way too long, and stay hushed. You as well. You go on the needs to continue the hush list. Since you had been hushing and you said you had been quiet too long, continue to hush. Because one, I feel like as a mother, you know your son. And you know his good parts and his not so good parts. So don't try to get out here because the world, you might feel like, is attacking your son. We don't need it. The world been attacking your son and you ain't said nothing. So you go to the lane that says, I'm continuing to hush, okay? You go over there. Like, sit down somewhere and leave us be. Okay? Let it be. We don't want it. We don't need it. We don't. Keep it to yourself. It's just totally ridiculous and just, it blows my mind. Don't come with all that talking. We don't need to hear all that. It's not necessary. I support Halle. Do whatever you need to do to protect you and your peace. Do whatever is necessary for you to protect your baby. If it comes to that, I don't see that he would hurt that baby. So I don't even think that it's about her. It's about how he's treating her. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. Be careful. Be very careful when you are treating the mother of your children or your child like crap. Because you can't love your son as much as you say you love him and be harassing his mama. Come on now. Come on now. Like, some stuff is just beyond ridiculous. And some stuff we have to say, all right, let me check myself. If they looked at the evidence and text messages and all of that and found it necessary to give her a restraining order, then okay. You take that, you assess yourself, and you figure out what it is you need to do to correct that. Because there was pictures of her chipped tooth, of bruises on her body, and they felt it prudent to put a restraining order on you to keep you from being next to her. That's it. And that's all. You accept that. Now, he put up a post saying, oh, I'm chilling, by the way. Good for you. Good for you. As you should. But I bet you're going to follow them legal orders and don't be talking about that girl. I bet that. I bet that. I bet that. So, that's my thoughts on it. I know I probably repeated myself over and over again because I just was aggravated with the whole situation. What aggravated me was seeing people's response, seeing his mama's response, seeing Deshae Frost's response, seeing the people in the comments related to her response, and just feeling like folks need to be quiet. Folks need to hush.
Just talking the whole time. Bro, they've been through so much shit, bro.
They need to hush. They need to be quiet. We ain't asked you all that. We did not ask you for none of that. Mind your business. To the friends and family. To the friends and family, mind your business. How about talk to that boy and tell him what he needs to do to improve on what's going on. Halle, much peace to you. I hope that you taking this legal action was what you needed in order for you to be okay. I hope that you don't have to take it any further with him. I hope that this will potentially bring y'all to a even playing field or a calm playing field where y'all can work out your co-parenting situation and you can exist peacefully, and so can he. All right, y'all. Tell me what your thoughts on this whole Halle, DDG, Mama DDG speaking out, Deshae Frost speaking out, all of the haters in the comments or the disbelievers of Halle in the comments. Tell me what you think about the whole situation. Drop your comments below. Thank you for hanging out while I run my mouth. Be sure to like, comment, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll know the next time I come to run my mouth.